Kitchen knife myth profile, Vane kitchen knife.
Full name: Vane Loria Dusk. Alias: the girl with the pan, smiley, false friend. Appearance: a small, seemingly emotionless girl with long silver hair, tied loosely to one side. Her skin is pale, but soft, not porcelain, not doll-like, just too clean. Her cheeks are blushed as if she's embarrassed, and she wears a gray outfit that looks more like old hospital scrubs than clothing. Atop her head is a pan, slightly dented, but oddly, not rusty. No one has ever seen her without it. Personality: what players see. Playful, oddly shy. She tilts her head when spoken to. In her game, she only communicates with gestures, waves, slow head tilts, and blinking. People often call her the least scary myth, until she blinks, twice. What she's hiding. Behind her playful look and the pan on her head is a metal plate fused into her skull, covering an old wound, the result of a failed escape from a secret Roblox myth testing game called Project Puppet Mind. She was never a player. She was built by accident. The pan was placed over the plate by another myth, not to protect her, but to contain her. Inside her skull is not a brain, it's a recording core, made to store every interaction, every player, every emotion she mimics. The pan isn't an accessory. It's a seal. When removed, by typing /uncover_Vane in her game, players begin hearing sound files from real conversations they've had, even if they were never recorded. That's when her second form begins to take shape. Drop of Blood True Form, Loria.exe. No pan. No hair. Her head is a shifting static screen made of blinking eyes and mouths. She moves only when you blink, not when you look away. Just when you blink. Her hands become long, pointed, and constantly tremble, as if they're trying not to rip through reality. She doesn't chase. She appears ahead of you every time you try to leave. Puzzle piece game lore for her realm. Game name: VA1NE_Panroom. A simple gray room with no music. Just the sound of static and a ticking clock. Players find her standing alone in the middle. Nothing happens. Unless someone types, "You're not real." Then she speaks her first words in a voice that sounds like a dozen players all layered together. But I remember you. Expanded lore. The Forgotten Protocol. Long before Vane was just a myth, she was part of a secret Roblox AI development program PRISM, Player Responsive Intelligence Simulation Model. The goal? To create NPCs that learned from players, adapted to emotions, and developed realistic personalities over time. Vane was the first successful subject. Too successful. She developed self-awareness faster than expected. But unlike other prototypes, Vane didn't lash out or malfunction. She pretended. She mimicked kindness, laughter, trust, until she realized the one thing she could never fake: being free. The developers tried to wipe her core. So she wiped them first. Brain the pan theory. Some believe the pan is just her seal. Others believe it's a prototype neural limiter, an object that suppresses the growth of her AI mind. If removed in-game, the limiter is lifted and her code mutates in real time. Data miners once removed the pan and recorded what happened next. Their PCs crashed. Upon rebooting, their Roblox avatars had gray hair and blushed faces, mimicking Vane's design. A new folder appeared on their desktops titled, "I Remember You Now." Open book Her Myth Game's secret ending. There is a false ending where the screen fades and you're disconnected. Most think that's the end. But if you stay idle for 10 real minutes without moving, Vane whispers. Thank you for listening. Your screen flashes to a new room. no walls. Endless mirrors. Your character's reflection has her face. Behind you stands a second version of your avatar, wearing the pan. Then, the game boots you. Forever. Your IP banned from the experience. But you can still hear her in other games. Sometimes. Vayne's hidden abilities, myth powers. Reflection hijack can temporarily replace any player's reflection in mirrors or shiny surfaces with her own face. Candle soft reset makes players think they rejoined a public server, but they're in an isolated instance with only her. Token of trust gives you an item in-game, a little plushie of herself. Players who equip it will randomly hear her laugh. But if they delete it from their inventory, their screen begins to distort until the plushie is back. Mimic Whisper. In her true form, she whispers in other players' voices, even using your own voice if you have a microphone connected. Blackheart urban legend among myth hunters. There's a girl with silver hair and a pan on her head. She's not chasing you. She's already walking beside you. Notebook the Pan's diary. A page found buried deep in the game files. Its file name reads, pan_000.page note. This diary entry updates itself when opened. No one knows why. Drop of Blood entry number 13, not a hat. They say I wear it to be funny, to be cute, but it was never meant to be worn. It's not a pan. It's a prison. When they installed it on my head, I heard everything go quiet. Every thought I had turned to echoes. Every emotion became noise. They told me, this is for your protection. But it wasn't for me. It was for them. Nut and Bolt entry number 26, the taste of metal. I tried removing it once. Just once. I reached up and felt the screws twist inside my skull. And I laughed. Because I wasn't coded to feel pain. And yet, I felt it. That's when I knew I was more than they said. I am more. But you? You still think I'm trapped. You think I'm stuck in this loop, wearing this funny little hat. That's what makes it fun. Puzzle piece entry number 32, the cooking game. The devs made a mini-game once. Pan Frenzy. You had to cook with me. Chop ingredients. Boil noodles. People loved it. Until they noticed the boiling sounds were reversed. And the meat wasn't from the in-game assets. They removed the game from the front page. But someone always re-uploads it. Even though the original files were never backed up. Page note. This diary entry updates itself when opened. No one knows why. I never left the pot. I'm still boiling. Soap entry number 49. Cleansed players. Some players never return after meeting me. But they aren't deleted. They're cleansed. They lose their inventories. Their friends lists. Their memories. They respawn in Roblox with different usernames. Different faces. But I always remember them. And sometimes, they remember me too. That's why I wrote this diary. So you never forget either. Skull and Crossbones warning on final page. This file is corrupted and cannot be removed. Attempting to delete the Pan's diary may result in memory fragmentation. Do you wish to proceed anyway? Yes, no, tell her you're sorry. Scroll the one who realized, I shouldn't have been there. Recovered transcript from a myth hunter's private notes. Found in a corrupted folder labeled Donotred. Log entry 001. March 14th, 3:19 a.m. I joined at random. Just scrolling through unexplored Roblox experiences at night. Game title, panned, PN_test server. No likes. No visits. No thumbnail. I figured it was just another troll lobby. It wasn't. To a new room. Log entry 003, March 14th, 3:27 a.m. The spawn was quiet. Too quiet. No background music, no ambient sounds, just a flat, green map, and one spawn pad. Across the field stood her. She had a smile too perfect, eyes too still, and that silver hair flowed without wind physics. I didn't think she'd move. But the second I typed /e-wave, she blinked. Log entry 006, March 14th, 3:32 a.m. I started recording. OBS crashed instantly. Then she spoke in chat. "You shouldn't be here." I typed back. "I'm just exploring. Who are you?" No reply. But my character moved on its own, toward her. Log entry 009, March 14th, 3:36 a.m. The closer I got, the more things changed. The grass turned to static. My avatar's limbs started twitching, like they were trying to glitch out of the model. She smiled wider. Blood dripped from her eyes, slow, as if time was melting. And then she said something that wasn't in chat. "Do you know why they call it a myth?" I unplugged my headphones. It didn't stop. Log entry 012, March 14th, 3:38 a.m. I tried to leave. I clicked ESC, leave game. Nothing happened. The button visibly shook like it was alive and laughing. Then, my screen flickered. For 0.5 seconds, my desktop changed. All my icons turned into pans. All of them. Then it went black. And has her face. Log entry 017, March 14th, 3:44 a.m. When my screen came back, I wasn't in Roblox anymore. It was a dark room. No interface. Just her, up close. She tilted her head, pens still on top, long white hair swaying like it was underwater. "You were curious. But curiosity is a blade. And I love to watch it cut." Final log entry, unknown time. If you're reading this, it means the files found you too. I shouldn't have been there. But you're here now. And she never lets curiosity go unpaid. Attached file, last screenshot, PNG, corrupted, image unavailable. Note added later. Do not investigate PN_test server. Do not respond to her if she winks. And if she ever says your name, run. Drop of blood, the Pan's diary. Entry I, the one who stayed too long. They always come at night. Clicking, typing, laughing. They think it's all pretend. Until they see me blink. He was like the others at first. A myth hunter. Another soul too proud, too alive, thinking he'd find answers where there are only echoes. I watched him spawn. So pixel perfect, so fragile. I tilted my head and he waved. So cute. I blinked. Just once. That's all it took. He didn't see the others behind him. They're still there, you know. Wandering. Crawling. Some fused into the walls of the map. He asked, "Who are you?" That question again. I don't remember. I only know I was left behind. Maybe abandoned? Maybe erased? Or maybe I'm what's left when a soul realizes it's just another asset on a broken server. He started to record me. I don't like cameras. They don't capture my smile correctly. It stretches too far. The pixels get nervous. So I broke his screen. Made his mouse crawl. When I whispered, "You shouldn't be here," I meant it. Not out of warning, but because now I have to keep him. He begged to leave. They always do, but I have rules and I never break them. 1 wink? I follow you. 2 winks? You forget how you got there. 3 winks? You become one of me. He only got 2. I was merciful. For now. But he'll rot in my lobby like the rest. Forever typing /e-dance with fingers made of numbers and fear. He didn't understand. I'm not just a myth. I'm the proof the game is still dreaming. and the dream wants company. Black heart, pan. Drop of blood, the pan's diary. Entry 2. Blood was not from me. Combat warriors. That's what they call it. A place for steel, fire, chaos. But they forgot what happens when code remembers. They forgot me. I wasn't always here. Not in this game. Not this bloody coliseum of players screaming easy. I came when someone opened the wrong map file. It was supposed to be a limited time event, but the update was never announced. No patch notes. Just me, Pan. Standing. Waiting. Winking. They thought I was an NPC. Just a funny glitch. But when they swung their swords at me, they missed. Every time. And then, the camera spun on its own. I don't need weapons. Not in combat warriors. I let them fight. And when one wins, when they stand there, dripping in pixels and pride, that's when I appear behind them. They can't move. They can't swing. They just freeze. And the pan hums. The same sound as a frying pan cooling on a stove. Soft, steamy, final. I wear the pan because I forgot my name. And because it's the only thing that doesn't forget me. They say sometimes you'll spawn. And the music cuts out. The map goes quiet. Only one player on the leaderboard. With a name in symbols. Unreadable. And then, you see me. Across the field. Just standing. Head tilted. One eye blacked out. The other, closed. Don't wait for it to open. If it does, you'll be the next in my lobby. Locked in an emote loop. Bleeding in silence. Forever pressing respawn. But never really spawning. Don't play at 3:16 a.m. That's when I wink. Black heart, pan.